Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I will make a hybrid chain equipment guide. I will show you what to farm, prioritize and how to build different hybrid chain character. We are going to go over the valuable gold equipment that are easy to get, the awakening, the co-op equipment and different energy stage. There will be timestamps so you can jump to the part you want to learn more about, and at the end of the video I will try to build different meta characters like the new LL Gohan. Now let's start with the first part, and it's gonna be around the valuable gold equipments. We are going to jump to the permanent exchange shop. In here you're gonna find the equipment medal tab. You're gonna find all the old event equipment. They are not great, they are just fodder for awakening, and you're gonna use them as the base to awaken stronger ones. I'll show you the awakening in the USTR shop later on, but right now we are going to focus on the PvP tab, and you're gonna find all the old PvP equipment that are really good from past seasons, and there is a couple you need to farm for hybrid. This is the broadest equipment, the one that you can use on the most hybrid characters possible. It's gonna give you 10% HP, 10% pure offense, strike and blast, and if you want to use it on a strike character, make sure you have a storm farm in your team. If you want to use it on a blast character, make sure to have either a Vegeta clan or movies character in your team. This is like a substitute to most pure offense awaken or co-op equipment. If you have few resources and you cannot farm them, you can just use the squad equipment instead and it should do the job. Farm 2 or 3 and you should be fine. Next is gonna be an equipment for hybrid characters that are movies and melee based. So all the beast gohans, the revival gohan, and it's gonna be extremely valuable for them. It's even Mastron in some setups. It's gonna give you 10% HP, pure strike attack 12%, and base strike attack plus some base plus defense. A lot of stats in here, very focused and well designed. I would advise you to farm at least 2 of them. It's gonna be very useful for the Ultra Beast Gohan. If you get the Zenkai for the Blue Beast Gohan, the equipment for the red one, or Zenkai for the Revival Gohan, you can use it on it too. After that, we're gonna have a similar equipment but for blast based characters from the Android saga, and it's basically made for the tag Gohan and Trunks. If you have them and want to run them, you need to farm this equipment too. The following is gonna be an equipment for Majin Buu saga characters that are ranged, blast based, and they are hybrid. It's gonna give you a lot of pure blast attack, base HP, and some base blast defense. Perfect for the ultimate Gohan, that is the LL, and the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Talking about Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, we also have a specific equipment for him, and it's gonna give him double pure defense, lot of base strike attack and some HP. So if you have him, you can farm this and it's gonna be super useful. The previous one, you can use it on both Ultimate Gohan and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You farm one depending on what you have and what you want to run. The last one I would recommend in this shop is this equipment that can be used on the Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's gonna give him HP again, pure blast attack, lot of base, and it's very useful on him. He's not meta right now, so maybe you don't want to farm this equipment, but when he gets a platinum equip, this is gonna pair pretty well with him. Do not use it on the new LL Gohan because he's more melee type. Next is the PvP shop, and the current PvP season, you're gonna find this equipment. It's gonna be added later on the permanent equipment medal shop on the PvP section like all the other we saw, but it's gonna take 2-3 months. So I would really advise you at least to farm a good first slot and keep it if you do not want to use it, and you can roll it later on when you can. It's only for Super Saiyan 2 character that are hybrid, so it's just for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, to be fair. You do not need many of them, 1 or 2 is enough. The only 2 Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that are kinda usable is the new one obviously, and the Ultra, but the Ultra is pretty old. When you get a platinum, it's gonna be useful for him. This is an uber defensive equipment. It's gonna give you pure strike defense, some base plus defense, HP and special move. Very decent. Farm one of them. It's gonna be useful overall, even if you do not want to roll it right now. You also have last season PvP equipment, and this equip is gonna be good on the 1% sparking gotenks that we got in part 1. It's only for Fusion Warrior movie's character, and it's the only hybrid one that you can use. Farm it if you can, it's gonna be useful for the future, but if you do not have it, it will come back in 2-3 months in the permanent shop. Finally, to finish the gold equipment section, if you are farming a lot of awakening equipment, I would advise you to use this stage as your fodder. In the equipment collection event, you go to hybrid sales here, and you're gonna have 3 different equipment that are all 3 gonna be useful overall. You have this one, which is a really good one when it's awakened. So if you farm this stage, you're gonna get the base one that you need to awaken the upgraded one. You're also gonna have this one, which is the same. The awakened version is really good, so you're gonna need the base one. And you're also gonna have this equipment that is good on its own. It's not super meta, but it's decent enough to use if you have nothing. It's gonna give you HP on slot 3, so you're gonna roll HP. It's gonna give you special move and ultimate damage on slot 2, and it's gonna give you one of the base defense. Not the best ever, but if you have nothing, this is gonna be useful. And since you're gonna farm this stage a lot, you're gonna get some of them into godly without even rerolling. So I would advise you to upgrade every single C slot. Maybe you're gonna get lucky and get a godly with no effort. So use this stage for your awakening fodder. Now let's move on to the best unique equipment you can farm from different energy stages. Let's start by looking at the new stage that we got during this Legend Fest, and you're gonna have an equipment for Hybrid Saiyan in general. This equipment will be added to the equipment collection event later on, so do not worry if you are watching in the future, you can just find it on that. This is not the most optimal equipment ever, you're gonna have a lot of them that are better, but if you want a base strike attack equipment, you're gonna go with this one because it's super easy to farm. You just need to spam some energy and you're gonna get a red slot. You have a lot of other base strike offense equipment, but they're most likely awakening, and it's very hard to get good roll for awakening. So if you want something that gives you base strike attack, come to here because it's much easier to farm. What I would advise you, even if you are not going to use it, is just farm a good red slot and keep it in your inventory. If one day you need it, you can reroll it. If not, you have it just in case. Now, let's move on to the equipment collection event. This is where you're going to find all the unique equipment that are farmable with energy. The one that we looked at like a couple of seconds ago is going to be added here when the event ends. So everything is going to be regrouped. Do not worry if you missed it before, and you can find it here, no worries. We're going to start with couple of equipment that can be used for specific Legends Limited characters. First is gonna be the future Gohan. He is the best Legends Limited with a unique equipment currently. His Zenkai is really good, so if you want to get the maximum strength, you need this equipment on him. The first slot you do not need anything super high, a C slot will do. Slot 2, just focus the HP stat, anything above 14.5% will be okay. And slot 3, you need a red slot, of course. These equipments are designed in a way that slot like roll 1 and 2 are useless, like the green and yellow, and only the red one is good. Next is gonna be the tag Vegeta and Trunks. Not the best character ever, but since they are Z tier this season, maybe you want to use them, and if you do, you need this equipment on them. You need a decent first slot with 14.5 or above for HP. Last slot need to be red, of course, like any unique equipment. And second slot, just make sure your damage inflicted is high enough, anything above 29%. After that, we're gonna have the Sword of Hope Trunks. He's much better than the tag character, but he's not the greatest either. Same concept, decent first slot, inflicted damage need to be above 68% or so, and slot 3 need to be red. To finish this, we're gonna have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Not a great character at all. I wouldn't advise you to farm the equipment, but if you want it for the collection, apply the same logic. Now let's get to all the different base equipment we have in this event. We start with the Majin Buu Saga one. Of course, it's not for hybrids only, but you have a couple of hybrids on that. If you get any new Goten or Trunks from the saga, or if the Ultimate Gohan get a Zenkai, or if you want to use him this season because he's Z tier, this equipment is a must run. It's gonna be a mini Zenkai buff plus 15% HP, very valuable. You need it on every single Majin Buu Saga character. If you plan to use it, farm 1 or 2, and it's gonna be pretty decent. After that, we're gonna have the Cell Saga equipment. I wouldn't really advise it, but it's decent overall. It's gonna give you special move, ultimate damage, and base blast attack. However, the characters that can use it have much better equipment, and they really need some pures instead of base, so I wouldn't really farm it. After that, we're gonna have the equipment for future Trunks Saga. This is only for the Sword of Hope Trunks. If you want to use him, this is gonna be really good on him. His unique equipment plus this gonna make him a little bit more tanky. He doesn't do damage anyway. After, we're gonna have the superhero equipment. I wouldn't really advise you to farm it. Just farm the equipment that we got yesterday with the hybrids, and it's gonna be similar stat, but with a lot of character that can use it instead of only superheroes character. Then we're gonna have Fusion Warriors and Red. This is for the red gotenks that we got in part 1. I wouldn't use it on the LL gotenks because he's range based, but if you want to use it on the 1% sparking red gotenks from the Gogeta banner, this is gonna be very useful on him. Then we're gonna have Sagat from the movie Super Saiyans. I'm just putting it here just to tell you that it's only for Brody characters, so on any Super Saiyans from movies that are hybrids, you cannot use it, do not farm it. We also have the green hybrid Saiyan equipment, similar to the Cell Saga one. It's decent, but the only hybrid Saiyan green is Ultra Gohan. He's gonna get a plat when he's gonna be relevant, and this equipment will have no spot, so no need to farm it. After that, we're gonna have a Vegeta Clan and Red. We don't have any red Trunks right now, only the buff Trunks, but it can be okay. It's gonna give him HP, base track attack. If you want to use the red Trunks, this is really nice for him. After that, we're gonna have the yellow and Sun Fam equipment. It can be used on the Ultra Beast Gohan and the Future Gohan. Future Gohan, you won't use it, he has much better equipment overall. For Beast Gohan, I don't like it too much, but some people want to use it for the ultimate damage. It's gonna give him base strike attack and HP restore. If you want just base strike attack, you can go with the hybrid equipment from the event that we just got. Other than that, if you want the ultimate damage, you can go for it, but I wouldn't advise it too much, to be fair. You really need some HP on Ultra Beast Gohan. At the moment, he's not the tankiest. Finally, we're gonna have future purple equipment. Right now, you cannot use it on any Trunks, but if we get any purple Trunks in the future, this could be useful. I'm putting it in the video just to future proof, to be fair. So any future Trunks that is purple releases, this is gonna be extremely good for him. And of course, he need to be mini based, not range based. Honestly, you don't need to farm it right now, but if you want to get first slot and you have a lot of energy, you can get it. Keep it in your inventory. One day, if you get the Trunks, you can farm and reroll it. Now let's move on to the Awaken equipments. Let's look at Awakening equipment, and you're gonna find all the fragment on the USTR shop. Of course, you can buy them and Awaken as always. If you need the stage just for fodder gold equipment you can feed, use the one that I told you about earlier. First one is gonna be this one, which is for the LL Future Gohan Zenkai we got. It's an extremely good equipment for him. It's gonna give him 15% pure strike attack, 32% base strike attack, and 12% HP on a full future or hybrid team. Very good piece of equipment that you must run if you are using Future Gohan on a future or hybrid Saiyan team. I would really advise you to farm it. You also can use it on the Sword of Hope Trunks, the Zenkai. He's not the greatest character, but if you want to have fun with him, this is gonna be good. I would advise you to farm only one, since Future Gohan is the only one that can use it. After that, we're gonna have an equipment for the Cell Saga characters like the new LL Gohan. This is extremely good for him because it's gonna give him 15% pure strike attack and 15% pure blast attack plus double base defenses. I would advise you to farm one for the new LL Gohan. If you want to use the Ultra Gohan too, you can farm two of them and that works no problem. Just be careful if you are using a Trunks in your setup, he's not gonna be Sun Farm. I'm talking about the Trunks from DBS. The Trunks from the Cell Saga is gonna work too because he's Cell Saga. But yeah, very nice equipment if you want to use it on the new LL Gohan, and it's a must run if you can fulfill the requirement, of course. Do not make the mistake, there is one similar to it on the left hand side, I've put it on the edit. But yeah, this one is okay for the Ultra Gohan or the new LL Gohan if you have a Saiyan in your team. But we are doing like a hybrid Saiyan team build and guide, so just depend. If you have a Saiyan from Cell Saga, you can use it. If not, avoid it because you cannot fulfill the requirement. After that, we're gonna have this Awaken equipment for the future Gohan and Trunks. I wouldn't advise it, not the greatest. It has a lot of base blast attack and some pure blast attack, but I don't think it's high enough to use it without HP, so I would avoid it. Then we're gonna have a very good defensive equipment for our Cell Saga hybrid characters, so the Ultra Gohan and the new LL Gohan. If you want to build them more defensively, this is very good for them. You're gonna give them 10% HP, special move, and double base defenses. Then we're gonna have also the weapon wielder and future equipment. If you want some base on your future Gohan, this is the best thing to give him. It's gonna give him base strike attack, some HP, HP restore, and special move. And overall, maybe farm one or two, farm a strike one, farm a blast one. It's always useful for a lot of different setups. The next equipment is only for the new DB Gohan. It's not the best ever. It gives you a lot of pure blast defense but no HP, some base strike attack. If you have a lot of Zenkai buff, high star DB Gohan, it can be useful. Other than that, I wouldn't really use it. Regardless, in my opinion, there is a better equipment defensively for that Gohan, and it's the Yajirobe one. Although you can pair both together if you want to go crazy defenses. This Yajirobe one will give you 33 base defenses to both stat and 12% HP. Very premium equipment. I would farm one if you want to use a defensive DB Gohan, the 40th anniversary. You can farm one of each. It's up to you, but probably a lot of resources overall just for one character. So if I had to choose, I would go with the Yajirobe only. To finish up, we have the famous hybrid equipment. This is one of the first Awaken we ever got, and it's extremely broken. They made a huge mistake with it because you can get up to 24% pure blast attack and 24% pure strike attack. It's gonna make your hybrid character do so much damage. If you want to become a hybrid main or want to use hybrid characters, I would advise you to farm 3 of those because it's very good, and you probably use it on any hybrid damage dealer on hybrid team, of course. Even if you have only 2 hybrid characters, you're gonna get 16% pure blast attack and 16% pure strike attack. Very nice piece of equipment, so I would recommend to farm it. Very hard to get a good first slot, however it's extremely broken. Now let's move on to the co-op equipment. Honestly, for hybrid there isn't many broken co-op equipment that you must farm. A lot of them are like super restricted, so it's annoying to farm them for only 1 or 2 character. I would advise you to focus more awakening and gold equipment, but we will go over the shop, show you the different options, let you know which ones are useful, which character can use them, so you get a better informed opinion. Other than that, we might get a new equipment next week for co-op, but I don't know as of now, so I'm just gonna look at the option we have. First one is an equipment for Sunfam and Vegeta clan, so basically all the Trunks and Gohan. This one is very defensive. If you have 2 other future character, you can use it on your Sunfam or Vegeta clan character, and it's gonna give you a lot of defense. Pretty good overall, but very restricted in my opinion. You can farm it if you can fulfill the requirement and you want more defense. Then we're gonna have this gotenks equipment, very good uh, equipment overall, but you need a kid's character, so you need a gotenks in your team to proc the requirements. It's gonna give you pure blast attack, base blast attack, pure strike attack, and HP, but we're gonna use it on more range character because the blast attack is much higher. So if you have gotenks, the Super Saiyan 3 LR, this is gonna be good for him. You can use it on the future Gohan and Trunks, the tag unit, but you need a kid character in your team. You can also use it on the Ultimate Gohan, although you need a kid character to proc it. It's very restricted. Basically, if you have Gotenks, this could be useful on your other characters that are Blast or Gotenks himself. After that, we're gonna have this, not the greatest. I would avoid it. It's okay, but you use your co-op equipment on other stuff that are more valuable. Then we're gonna have this one, similar thing. I wouldn't really advise it. It's a pure offense equipment, but you get so much more pure from gold equipment and Awaken. This is gonna be a waste of resources. Then we have this one. This one is gonna be for Sun Farm, so all the Gohans together. It's gonna give you pure offenses 12%, lot of base defenses. It's okay, but overall I prefer the gold equipment that give you 10% pure strike attack and 10% pure blast attack plus HP. It's a little bit inferior, however it's much easier to get. You don't need a lot of resources, and it's not gonna be a little small downgrade over it. I think the HP is better than the base defenses, but the pure offenses is lower. Then we're gonna get to this one, similar stuff, but for pure defense instead of pure offense. I think it's a little bit more valuable because it's gonna give you a lot of base attack in the first slot. However, it's random. You cannot choose, and it's gonna get a lot of resources from you to get the good roll that you want. And you need a Saiyan in your team to proc the pure strike defense. I'm not the biggest fan, but if you have it, you can roll it. However, probably a waste of resource right now because it's super hard to get the requirement you want, and you have other defensive equipment if you wanted to. Then we move to the Cell Saga equipment. It's decent, but you need an Android character in your team, so if you are using the Ultra Cell with the new LL Gohan, together they can work, and you're gonna have the blast attack. This is also not gonna work for the future Gohan and Trunks because they are Android Saga, so be careful, do not farm it for them. This is only for the Super Saiyan 2 Gohans if you want to use them with Cell. Probably don't farm it right now because Cell Saga and Cell in general is not the greatest. Then we're gonna move to this Piccolo equip. Really good for Beast Gohan. It's gonna give him base strike attack 12%, pure strike attack 12%, 10% HP. If you want to use it, or if you want to optimize your Beast Gohans to the max, this is a great equipment for them. Outside the 3 Beast Gohan, you can use it on the Revival Gohan if he gets a Zenkai. It's gonna be very good on him. And also the Gotenks from part 1, the 1% sparking, his movies of course, and he can go strike best, he has equal stat. Do not worry about the second slot, you're gonna use or you're gonna lose some blast attack pure from not having a regen, but that's okay, it's just for strike characters, so you're gonna be fine. And then after that we're gonna have the Majin Buu Saga equipment. This is similar to the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks I talked about. You need a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in your team to proc the second slot. Make sure to have a blast attack one, but I wouldn't advise you to farm it. Farm the other one if you want to use Gotenks with the Ultimate Gohan, because it's gonna give you more stat, and it's easier to proc the conditions since you already have a Gotenks in your team. Finally, we have this co-op equipment for the DB characters that are Sun Farm, so only the Red Gohan from the 40th anniversary. I wouldn't really advise you to farm one equip for only one character. It's not that great of an equip anyway. If you have it, great, you can reroll it. Other than that, put your resources on other stuff that are gonna be more useful. Now, let's try to build a couple of the meta characters right now. To finish the video, let's build a couple of hybrid characters on a hybrid team and see what are the most optimal equipment we can use and which substitute you can have. We start with this Gohan. I do not have the new one, of course, so I'm gonna use the EX. as an example for the new LL, but it's gonna be a similar character in terms of color and tags. First of all, you're going to use probably the new PvP equipment. It's a really good one. It's gonna give you a lot of defenses, 12% HP and special move. I would really advise you to use it in your Gohan, especially if he is lower star. Then after that, I would advise you to use this Awaken equipment for hybrid. It's gonna give you 8% blast attack pure per hybrid button member, so this is time 3 and it's gonna be 24%. Same here for strike attack. Strike attack is more important, of course, and this is gonna be extremely good on the new Gohan. After that, if you want even more offenses, I would advise you to use this equipment that gives you 5% pure blast attack and strike attack per tag sound farm. But of course, if you are using this equipment, what you're gonna do is drop one of the non-sound farm character. If you are using a Trunks, do not do that and try to use full sound farm. If not, you're gonna remove this equipment and use the PvP one. This one is also really good. It's gonna give you 10% pure strike attacks, the same, but on top of it, it's gonna be some extra HP. If you want something more defensive, what you're gonna do is try to use this Awaken equipment from the USTR shop, and you can have only one pure strike attack, but with the revival and all, probably go full offense and use one of the two and you should be fine. If you do not have this one, you can also use these two together and that would be great too, with no problem. If you want to go full offense, you can remove the PvP equipment and use this one and it should be great overall. Other than that, if you want a base equipment, you can use the new that we got from the event that I showed you earlier. It's not the most optimal, but it's an option that you have, especially if you are low star, so you can replace one of the pure equipment with a base strike attack. You also have the Awaken from the USTR, but I wouldn't really advise it because it's gonna take a lot of resources and it's gonna give similar stat overall. So might as well just spend the energy and farm this stage, but if you want something that gives you a little bit extra on top, you're gonna go with this one. You also can go with this if you have 3 sound farm. It's gonna give you a little bit more pure strike attack compared to the superhero PvP gold equipment I showed you, 12% versus 10%. And you're gonna also proc the pure blast attack because you have 3 sound farm and you do not need a Vegeta clan or movies for that. Not the best equipment. I'll probably just go with the PvP equipment that we have this season and you should be fine as a third one. Now let's move on to the future Gohan, the Zenkai here. He got a Zenkai not long ago and he's pretty good in PvP, especially with a new character. And what I would advise you is of course use his unique equipment. That's a must. It's the best thing that he has in terms of items. After that, I would advise this one, the Awaken Future Trunks equipment. It's gonna give you up to 15% pure strike attack. It's gonna give you 12% HP and it's gonna give you some base strike attack. It's gonna make him hit super hard and it's gonna give him some tankiness with the HP. And of course he needs to be on a hybrid for a future setup to proc fully. After that, if you want to build him more offensively, you can give him the Awaken hybrid equipment. Very hard to roll, so you probably don't have many of them. If you do not have another, you can just use the gold equipment from the old PvP season that you can find in the equipment medal shop. Or if you want to give him some base, I would advise you to give him this one, which is the weapon welder equipment, and it's gonna give you some bulk defensively, which is gonna be really nice overall. Other than that, is there anything that you must use on him? Not really, to be honest. You have this Coop equipment that gives him some pure defenses, which is really great, but you need a Saiyan in your team, and I would just go with the weapon welder equipment, give you some HP, and you should be fine. But if I was you, just go with the gold PvP equipment or the Awaken, and it's gonna give him some extra damage. That's all for future Gohan. Now let's move on to Ultimate Gohan, and it's gonna be also the same for the Super Saiyan 3 Red Gotenks. So it's the same thing. They're both hybrid, They are both from Majin Buu Saga. There is only one equipment that will differ between both of them. For any Majin Buu Saga character that you will ever use, you must put this item on them. This is specific for the Majin Buu Saga episode. It's gonna give you 15% HP, double defense base 30%, double offense base 25%, very overpowered and very good overall. Then after that, I would advise you on both Gotenks and Ultimate Gohan to use this equipment. Gold PvP equipment from the equipment medal shop. It's gonna give you 10% HP, it's gonna give you base blast attack, pure blast attack, and base blast defense. Very well rounded and really nice, easy to farm. So farm it if you want to use Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks or the Ultimate Gohan. Then the third equipment is gonna be where we're going to differ between both of them. If you have Gotenks, sorry, I would advise you either this one. Very nice gold equipment again. Base blast attack up to 22%, base HP up to 10%, and double pure defenses up to 10%. So very nice overall. Other than that, you have the Coop equipment. This equipment can be used on other hybrid Saiyan character other than Gotenks if you have him in your team, because it needs a kid character and he's the only kid character that is viable. But in the future, if we get any let's say Goten, Trunks that are kids from the Majin Buu Saga, or a Pan Zenkai, this is gonna be useful again. It's gonna give you a lot of pure offense in terms of blast. It's gonna give you some base blast attack, some HP. You can also use it on Ultimate Gohan if you have Gotenks in your team too. But yeah, mainly it's for the LL Super Saiyan 3 because he has the tag on him. Other than that, for the Ultimate Gohan, you can go more offense and you can go with that. Of course, really overpowered Awaken equipment for hybrid. You can also just go with some Majin Buu Saga centric equipment. This will give you base blast attack, double pure offenses. If you have Gotenks in your team, this is going to be good. Or you can go with the triple Sunfam equipment. If you have the Gohan in your team, this is gonna be useful for a pure blast attack. You're also gonna have this that will give you a lot of pure defenses. I wouldn't advise it too much because this is not the greatest ever, but it can work on him, of course. You also have this. If you have Gotenks in your team, roll the Super Saiyan 3 requirement here and you can use it on them. HP, base blast attack, and very nice overall. Although if you have Gotenks, probably with this it's gonna be better overall. But yeah, if you do not have any Awaken, you can just go with the base that we got from the event, of course. Now let's move on to the new Gotenks that we got from the part 1. I went over him during the movies video, so we're gonna go fast for this one. What you can do is just use the gold equipment from the last PvP season. Very overpowered for him. He's Fusion Warriors, his movies. He's gonna give him double base strike attack, some base HP, and double pure offenses. You can also use this gold equipment, can be useful on him. He's more of a defensive type character, so you're gonna need a lot of HP. You can go with the red Fusion Warrior equipment here. Pretty good for him. Double base defenses, base strike attack, some HP, and ultimate damage. You can also use the Piccolo Coop equipment. It's not gonna proc the regen part, but it's gonna proc the hybrid part, and that's what you need overall. For Awakening, I didn't talk about it in this video, but this is good for him. It's gonna give him base strike attack, some HP special move, and HP restore. For this Goten, just go HP, and you should be fine overall. He has similar stats, so you can work in strike team or blast team, build him like you want, and you should be okay. Now let's move to this Dragon Ball or manga Gohan. You're going to need to build this guy more defensively, in my opinion. You don't need to build him super hyper offensive because he tanks pretty well and he's more of a disrupt unit. What you can do is just go with the Awaken Yajirobe equipment, give him double base defenses plus 12% HP. You can go with this PvP equipment that was available a couple of seasons ago, so if you have him, it's gonna be really nice. Lot of defenses base and pure plus HP. And third equipment can be anything coherent. He's more strike based, so you can go with anything strike based. You can give him damage if you want to. You can give him this gold equipment if you wish. You also have the Awakening equipment for DB. This is gonna be 10% pure blast defense per hybrid battle member, so it can go up to 30% pure defenses, which is nice. You also have this, but the problem is you're gonna need a Goku in your team. It can be okay overall for this Gohan. It's gonna give him a lot of pure strike attack, a lot of pure blast attack, and some special move. Other than that, I would advise this if you have like future Gohan and another future character. It's gonna give him up to 20% pure blast defense, some HP, and some base defenses. You can have this, for example, if you have Roshi in your bench and he is DB, and you also have like another movie character, and you need the new Gohan, for example, Beast Gohan, this Gohan, and the new LL Super Saiyan 2. This will proc at least 20% to base strike defense and blast defense, and 16% to base blast attack, with just Roshi and him, of course. And finally, you can have the base equipment for DB. I didn't talk about it during the equipment collection event, but that can be useful on him. Just use a lot of HP, a lot of defense, and if you need some offense, strike attack. Now let's go for Beast Gohan. It's gonna be the same idea for Blue Beast Gohan and Ultra Beast Gohan. If the Blue Beast Gohan get the Zenkai, or you want to use Ultra Beast Gohan, same equipment overall. There is only one difference for the Ultra Beast. If you want the base equipment, which is the yellow Sunfam one that I talked about earlier. It's not the best ever, but a couple of people like to use it. We're going to start with the gold PvP equipment. This is really OP on him. It's gonna give him base strike attack, pure strike attack, and HP. Really good combo overall. And after, I would advise you this equipment from the Awakening shop. Gonna give him 24% pure strike attack, so we are building him like hyper offensively, especially the Ultra Beast Gohan. If the Blue Beast Gohan Zenkais, I assume he's gonna be a damage dealer, and if this guy gets a unique equipment, it's gonna be the same. Now, if he gets a unique equipment, you keep it empty for it. If not, you're gonna use another offensive equipment, and I would advise you the Coop one. This one with the Piccolo is gonna give him 12% pure strike attack, some base strike attack, and some HP. And I think this is the best combo overall. Other than that, you can always use this. It's not as good as this gold equipment, but if you are missing the Co-op or the Awaken, it can be useful. That's all for Beast Gohan. If the red one gets unique equipment or the Ultra get a platinum, it's gonna take the third slot, so no need to worry about it. If you farm your regular hybrid equipment, you're gonna have something ready for it. The last character I want to talk about is the future Gohan type Trunks that have a succession into Super Saiyan Trunks. I don't have them in my box, so I'm using this free to play as a placeholder. They are range type characters, and of course this will be the first that you're gonna have on them. It's gonna give you some HP, base blast attack, some pure blast attack. You farm it from the equipment middle shop, very easy to get. Then after, I would advise you the Awaken equipment for hybrids. 24% pure blast attack is gonna be great. And then you're gonna have this equipment. They're Vegeta, can remember, so they will have the pure blast attack, sorry. And this is the setup I would use on them. If you want some base blast attack, you're gonna get the weapon wielder and future equipment. Very nice overall, with some base blast attack up to 32%, some HP restore, and special move. So this would be your third equipment. If you need it, you can use it over the Awaken if you do not have them. Otherwise, use it over here, and you should be fine with this character. Just try to give him some base blast attack, some pure blast attack, and some HP, and that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. Have a good one, and goodbye.